Welcome everyone to the show. Yes, that's right. It's that show again where we try to predict the lineups between Leicester versus Newcastle this time. And I've got Winksy here in the chat as well for the first time. We're going to try and do this one together with you guys in the chat. So it's always quite an interactive show, this one. I know you guys really like this. So I thought, hey, why not? Let's do it on New Year's Eve, because New Year's Day is one for hangovers, isn't it, mate? Because I know I'm going to have a drink tonight, and I'm pretty sure you are as well.
Yeah, I think most people in the world will have a drink. I think everyone needs it. So
we all need a drink.
Bring on 2021, eh?
Yeah, bring on 2021. Big shout out to Gio, by the way, who I have not seen for a while in the lives, but he is the star member for the new year. For the month of January, he hit the draw. So big shout out to Gio there, and a big shout out to all of you in the chat, because you helped the channel go over 4,000 at Christmas. We are at 4,320 with the peak viewer of 19,100 views on the watch along between Crystal Palace and Leicester. It's our biggest watch along yet, Winksy.
It's mental, man. I can't believe it. I think, what was it, 600 live, just above 600 live when we were doing it. It's crazy stuff, man.
It's numbers that I never thought I'd be able to hit, to be honest with you, because Leicester are not the biggest teams in the world at the end of the day. But here we are, mate. We're flying high. So let's do this. Let's have a look at these players that we can bring in. Let's see what people say in the comments, and let's see what lineup we can all make for Leicester City. Here we go. Okay, so how do we look about, first of all, goalkeeping? Surely Chappy is never going to lose his starting place, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. That's always going to be a Schmeichel place, isn't it?
Okay, so that's one that we're never going to argue or debate.
Unless he's injured, then. Unless
he's injured, of course. But other than that, it's just not happening. So Kasper Schmeichel goes straight. Vardy in goal, says Paul in the chat. Bantering already, are we, Paul? Now Leicester lined up with a 4-2-3-1 against Crystal Palace, Winksy. We had Luke Thomas on the left, we had James Justin on the right, Johnny Evans and Amate. So Brendan Rodgers went with resting some players, with Mendy and Chowdhury as the holding roles in the middle, with a Harvey Barnes, a Dennis Pratt, a Perez, and Nacho up top. Kelechi Nacho started. Obviously, Vardy came on in the second half. Was that a bit daring of Brendan Rodgers?
I said before we started the watch-along show, I said it was a massive risk, considering you're supposedly in the title race. To go with a team that's not your strongest in the Prem is pretty risky. And obviously it showed. You only drew, which is not that great when you're going against opponents like Crystal Palace. They're the games you want to win. But yeah, Iheanacho, we both said after it finished, he was just appalling. I've seen over some social media saying that some people prefer Slimani to start in front of him. So that just shows how upset people are.
Okay, I'm going to upset more people here, because although I'm the same in that category, I'm not keen on Nacho. I think his finishing sloppy. I think all these goals that he scored in Europe have been awful, just almost like he falls over and they somehow go in. But he has more assists and goals this season so far than Vardy in open play.
What, in Nacho?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that's just there's a difference though, isn't there, between Europa League and Prem? That's the thing.
Yeah. So let's just ask the chat. Against Newcastle, who are about 15th/14th, I think, in the table, somewhere around that place. I think they've just nicked a point off of Liverpool, haven't they?
Yeah, they just sat back the whole game.
But at the end of the day, a point's a point to them, especially against Liverpool, who will probably give or take the best side in the league. Do we go full strength, full squad, or do we still need to rotate? Because we've got some players returning from injury. Ricardo Pereira looks like he's set to return. And obviously, Soyuncu looks like he's going to play of some form, because he was on the bench for Palace. And now it looks to be like he's ready to play. So are we going to see those two? Are we going to see Ricardo? Are we going to see Soyuncu? Or are we not risking Ricardo?
I don't think personally, others might disagree, but I don't think that the players coming back from injury will start. I feel like their first games back will be coming in either like half time or just after half time. I don't think any of the new injured players will start. I think it will be similar to what you've started with the others in respect to this game, if they do make a return, and then they'll slowly build them back into the starting 11.
Okay, so where are we going then, mate?
Well, I think personally, obviously we're going to stick with James Justin. That's for me. I think Justin will start.
Okay, so that's your pick. That's your first
Yeah,
pick. Your first
that's
pick
what I
will
think.
be James Justin, right on the right. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Justin.
Okay.
I can't see anyone dropping him. No way.
My first pick, Wilfred Ndidi. Without Wilfred in the middle, we don't get the ball back quick enough, and we don't produce that counter-attacking across the floor like how Leicester have always liked to play. So Wilfred Ndidi, for me, goes middle.
100%.
All right. So let's see where the chat is. Let's see. Someone needs to pick a player. So where we're going. Evans and Soyuncu says Joe. Do you reckon that's about right?
I don't know. I mean,
we get big
Soyuncu could start.
Back in?
Yeah, Soyuncu could start, but then at the same time, I just don't think Brendan will risk it after he's started and got injured last time. So that's just me personally. I mean, others might disagree, but
I think we're going to see him. I think he's going to get subbed off about 60th for Wesley Fofana.
Yeah, makes sense, to be fair.
But we'll leave it there for a minute and we'll see what other people in the chat say, because this is not just our show, it's the people's show too. Exactly. Castagna and JJ as the fullback. See, I was thinking Castagna on the left too.
Yeah, I feel like Castagna will start. I don't think Thomas will start again this match, because I think it's too important for you guys to win it. So
yeah. There's 25 in the chat. Come on, guys, get your chats in. We're going to try and do this. Are we going 4 at the back?
Yeah, I think that's your best position, isn't it? To play wing backs.
Sedan says 4-1-4-1. Okay, so if that's the 4 at the back and obviously the 1, what's the other 4 in midfield? Where are we going? Are we playing 2 in the mid and 2 proper wingers, or what? Are we playing like a random formation, or what? What we're doing?
It's tricky because it seems like Brendan's not happy with the formation. Yeah, he's changing it a lot, isn't he?
I'm just looking at how Newcastle set up against Liverpool now. They set up with a 5 at the back, 5-4-1. They played Callum Wilson up top to get any scraps, and I think that's how they're going to go against Leicester. I have a feeling they're going to try and sit back, because that's the best way to play against Leicester City, is to sit back and hit us on the counter-attack.
I think it'll be a 4-3-3 as well, to be fair. Someone's just said that in the chat. I think yours line up as a 4-3-3 personally.
So Leicester will play a 4-3-3.
That's what I think. So
are we thinking, what are we thinking? Madison and Tielemans?
Is he injured though? That's the thing, because a couple of people have said he's injured.
Yeah, that's right. There was some rumour that Madison is potentially injured, but I think he's just been rested personally.
I don't know. I think he'll be on the bench. I don't know this one.
Okay. Kenge's under on the right. Now, he looks like he is fit now after he's pulled a hamstring. He's been out for 2 matches. He looks like he's fit according to reports. He has been training. I don't think he'll start.
The thing is, we've been doing this every week and everyone's been wanting him to start, but there's a difference between wanting him to start and he is going to start, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's tricky. I think O'Brien will start.
I think he'll go with O'Brien. The safety net of Mark O'Brien acting almost as support for Justin on that right side for defence seems to be what Brendan likes. I don't know why. I think Justin's more than capable now of holding the job himself, but he seems to like O'Brien. I don't know why we've got no one on the end of his crosses, because he's a player that will cross the ball in no matter what, but there's no one up there to head a ball.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. Some people were saying on social media that they prefer Soleimani to start because of that reason. And Nasher hasn't got any heading ability, and he's got no shooting ability either, apparently.
Yeah. Well, Sean says Albrighton. I think he's going to go Albrighton on the right. I don't want him to. I want Cengiz Ünder. But what you want and what you get is 2 different things. Barnes is on. He needs to start 100% for me too. I think Harvey Barnes will start. He is the man of the team right now. He has the most goals in open play, and he looks the most threatening going forward. So Harvey Barnes for me has to start on the left. I'd like to see him potentially one day get a chance to play up top. I think he got a chance against Arsenal up top on his own, but that was against Arsenal, and I don't think he was quite ready for it at that point. But his confidence is just grew and grew and grew. But I can see him being on the left.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been proper working on his shooting, because his last couple of matches, he's been getting a lot more on target, and oh my god, the shots that he's had the last couple of times have been incredible. So I think he's got to start.
So we've got Joe Hunter who says Perez, Vardy, and Barnes. Are we gonna, if Maddison is injured, can we play Perez as the number 10 role, sitting behind Jamie Vardy?
You've tried that a couple of times though, haven't you? And it's just not.
It's not worked. He's not got. For me, he's not got the strength.
I just don't think he's not.
I don't know where he plays. I don't know where he plays. Yeah, I don't know where he plays because he's not a winger. He hasn't got the pace. For me, he's not number 10. He hasn't got the strength.
He could be a centre mid.
I don't know what he is. Is he a side striker? Is he like that side striker that you play up on PES
like Firmino,
FIFA? Yeah,
centre forward. He could.
Is that what he is?
I don't know.
Let's put him there for now.
Yeah, he's definitely going on the bench. He's not starting. I can't see him starting.
Yuri Tillemans for me has been on fire recently. His form's been outrageous.
Oh yeah,
almost good enough to, I'd say, start every game.
Oh he's definitely something like that.
Yeah, last season was different. He was gassed. He was constantly puffing and heaving. He had no energy whatsoever. He was red in the face, blowing his cheeks. I don't know what was going on with Yuri Tillemans, but this season he's been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. My man of the match against Man United.
Oh,
he's got he's got to start. But does he play with Ndidi, as in next to Ndidi? Almost as a holding role.
I don't think he'll go defensive.
That far back.
If it was me, I think he'd play more as a centre mid. And if Maddison was fit, Maddison would sit as a cam. That's what I think.
If Maddison's fit, let's go on let's go on Maddison being fit.
All right.
Let's go on Maddison being fit. That's how I see it. I see Yuri Tillemans sitting ahead of Ndidi. And I see Maddison sitting behind Vardy. And I see Michael Bryant acting as that wing back. And Barnes doesn't need to come back as much for Castagno. So he's going to play more forwards and probably cut in. And obviously your main man up top is going to be Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
But now what I've gave a rough diagram of what I think, I want to see what people in the chat think.
Yep.
Stimpy says Vardy and Barnes. Perez, Vardy, and Barnes, says Joe. I think we've already read that one out. Under Barnes, Maddison, but he's injured. Vardy. See, a lot of people are saying Maddison's injured. So, Albrighton's definitely no. Darren's not a fan of Albrighton at all. But I think unfortunately, that's how Brendan will play.
That's the thing. We've got to remember, right? This is a prediction. It's not what we want.
It's not what I want.
It's not what any of us, not what any Leicester fans want.
No, I'll show you what I want. There you go. No offense to Michael Brighton, but that's what I want.
That's what most Leicester fans have wanted when I've looked on social media.
Yeah, that's what I want. But is that going to happen?
I don't think so. I don't think Brendan's got that much trust in Under to start. I don't think he's. I don't know why.
Yeah, and I don't think he's got the confidence in James Justin to do a full job on his own down that right. I don't know why. I think if it was Ricardo Pereira without injuries 7 months ago, you'd have Ricardo Pereira down there and Under. But you're not. You've got James Justin. And I don't know what it is, but I don't think he's got the faith in James Justin to do the job on his own. So that's why he puts Mark Brighton on.
A lot of people are saying Fofana should start instead of Evans.
Let's have a look. Fofana for Evans, says Theo. See, I have a feeling that Söyüncü's going to get game time, but I don't think he's going to play the full game. So it's either going to be Evans or Fofana that start. I prefer Evans to probably start with Söyüncü purely because those two have worked together before way more than Fofana has with Söyüncü.
I don't know. I do think Fofana will start. To be fair,
You do?
I can't. I do. I don't know about you, but I don't
So
think Evans will start over Fofana.
So Evans goes to the bench.
Yeah.
Fofana comes in.
But then again, he could be rested. Do you know what I mean? You could.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a break, haven't we, in game week 18 because everyone who's missed a match is playing in that bit.
That's right. And there's the FA Cup weekend where he's going to rotate and play some youth anyway.
Exactly. So he might be rested or not. It's just very tricky.
Okay, Fofana has to start, says Darren as well. Who else we got in the chat? Perez knows how to break down Newcastle. We didn't. We didn't discuss that, did we? Yeah, that's right. You're right there.
Perez could start just because of that, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe then. Maybe it will be Perez. I didn't think of that one. That's a good shout, Chihim. That's a good shout. So Perez would go right. Like, let's have a look. Evans over Fofana. See, Joe Hunter's saying the opposite to some of the of you guys. Fofana and Suncho is our future. I believe that too, but I don't think Suncho is going to be 100% fit for the whole game. I do feel like he will come off. If he starts.
We don't. Yeah.
Or the other way round. Or the other way round. Suncho makes the bench.
Yeah.
Right. We go 2-0 up, and then Brendan goes defensive, and he brings on Soyuncu, and we go 3 centre backs, and then he maybe adjusts it so that we've got 3 centre backs, and we've got one right, one left sort of wing back sort of thing. I don't know, but
see, that's what I think. Darren said he thinks Soyuncu may come on as a sub. I don't think he will start personally. But you do, not. So I don't know.
I agree, Chappy. He won't throw Cags in with Fofana first game back. Also hope that understarts on the right. See, that's what I'm trying to say is that if Fofana and Kagawa haven't had enough game time together. There's no experience there. You have to build that match experience together. It's not just about a training ground. You've got to build that match experience together because you can train all you want, but a match is completely different to training because you're all mates, you're all colleagues, you're all everything, aren't you? As soon as it's on the field and you're against competitiveness, it's a complete different ball game. So I think we're right with what we've got now with Castagna on the left, Justin on the right, with Evans and Fofana at the back. I think that is correct.
Yeah,
and that's how it will be. So I'm going to leave it like that. That is the defense sorted. I'm not changing it.
Indeed, he's staying. No way he's getting.
There's no way. Indeed, he's coming out. There's no way. Indeed, he's coming out. He's been brilliant since he's come back. End of discussion.
Some people say, I think, Ian says Cags will start in the FA Cup the following week. Yeah, that's what I think as well.
Yeah, potentially, to give him a run out and get him back fitness. Will Pluckett said he scored against them. I think he's talking about Perez. So Perez needs to start, Sedan says too. So there you go. I think Perez is definitely going to start. Everyone's saying the same thing. Brendan's probably thinking the same thing. It's Newcastle. It's his former club. He'll probably want to get a goal against them. He'll be hungry for that. So, I think Perez will start. Let's have a look. Dennis Pratt to start, says Iron Pratapat Daz.
See, that's the thing as well. We're both a bit sceptical about that one because we don't know whether Madders will start or not because he's obviously had a bit of an injury.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the only player that you put in his position, don't you?
Well, yeah. Well, we could start. We could predict Madders to start, and then just say if he doesn't start, then we thought Pratt would start instead if he was injured.
Yeah. But now we need Danny. Obviously, we need Danny Ward on the bench because he will be there no matter what.
Yeah. Ricky P. Is he going to be on the bench?
Is Ricardo Pereira finally going to make an appearance? I'm not so sure.
Well, you said he's fit now, so
yeah, but I don't.
He could play like 10, 20 minutes.
He's going to have to take it seriously slow to get back into it. I think he's been out nearly a year of his career, mate. It can damage a player mentally, let alone physically.
Well, maybe Sunju and Ricky might start on the FA Cup game.
Who else makes the bench?
Chowdhury,
Chowdhury makes the bench. We've got who else we've got on the bench that we could put out on the bench? We've got Nacho.
Amate. Some people saying Amate.
Don't forget there's Nacho.
Yeah.
Nacho makes the bench. End of discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Amate will probably make the bench. and that leaves Ward because you can only have 9.
Yeah, that's what I think.
So
I don't know
that's
if everyone agrees.
Potentially that's the bench.
Under's back in training. That's what Robert says.
I don't think Under's going to be in the squad at all. I think he'll be out. I think they'll put Luke Thomas in just for that left cover in case Castagna does get injured, because he's still only just returned from injury himself. So I think there's going to be cover for that left side for Luke Thomas, or potentially Christian Fuchs, who can play centre back. Who can play centre back as well. Luke Thomas.
I don't know whether Ricky will be in the squad at all either. That's the thing.
Let's have a look who says what in the chat. Nacho has got to be on the bench. Nacho's got to be on the bench. Yeah, we've done that one. Thank you. Under back in training, says Robert. I don't think he will either. I don't think he'll make the bench. I don't think Kenges Under will make the bench. I don't think he will. Nacho won't make the stage. Marte was fantastic against Palace, but won't start over Fofana or Evans for me.
See, Gray's a shout as well. Someone's just said
Damari Gray. Nah, he's done.
Oh, really?
After that performance against Palace when he came on.
I didn't think he was that bad. I don't know.
It was shocking.
Maybe you guys have a bit of agenda against him.
Nope. It was shocking. Shit.
I can't see that. I thought his position was all right, you know.
Crap. Absolutely shit. Put the ball.
I don't know.
His first kick of the game, smashed it way over. Ran it out of play once. No. Everything about it. No. He's got to go. Sorry. He just needs a new start. A great player, but it's not working. Some players don't work, mate.
Look, that's the thing. There's a couple of people saying they don't think Gray was too bad. I don't think he was too bad. I don't think he was bad at all, really. I think he could be on the bench.
No, I'm not a Gray fan. Sorry.
And then there's some people saying Damari's out of our team. He looks like he's sabotaging us.
I think he honestly just needs to move. We already know. Brendan Rodgers already said that he's already looking for a move. He's only got 6 months left on his contract, maybe less than that now. Probably about 4 months left. He's on his way. He's on his way.
That's the thing as well. I told you that in the watch along. I said he's not played in 6 months.
Yeah,
and he's came on and he wasn't missing. You know, he was there. Like, he wasn't the worst player on the pitch.
I get it, mate, but he's not. His desire and heart isn't in it, and I can tell.
Oh no, he doesn't want to play for you. He doesn't want to play for you anymore. That's all.
I could see it, mate. Just considering he's not played first team in 6 months, says Robert. Yeah, I'll give him that, but his heart's not in it. His heart is not in it. And if your heart's not in it, if your heart's not in it, you've got to go. Gray was lost. He needs a new challenge. He does. He's been with the club 5 years. He came from Birmingham. We're all excited to see him because he was a star man over there. And unfortunately, he's come in and he's had a few flashes here and there. I think there was a great goal against United, United. But I mean, overall, it's not worked out for him, I don't think, overall. And he just needs a fresh start. Even if he goes somewhere like Spurs, he's not going to get game time. I don't know where he goes.
He's going to go Championship, isn't he?
Yeah. Maybe that's his level. I don't know. Have we got the squad right, guys? Is there anyone else that wants to change anything? Because I'm going to keep it as this, and we'll use this as our comparisons against the lineup that will be announced on the game day. We have got a mini preview coming up as well with the Magpie channel on YouTube with Matty. It's difficult at the minute because he's working a lot of hours and it's New Year's and stuff. But I'm hoping we can pull that off and get that out before, obviously, the game. If you guys are done with this predictions, it looks like a decent lineup. Samin says Pratt for Madders. It probably will be if the injury is there, but I've put him in because we're not 100% sure. So I think if Maddison's fit, he starts over Pratt. He starts. That's it. Personally.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. At the end of the day, if we get Madders wrong, it's not going to be the end of the world, is it? Because we knew that Pratt would come in instead. Yeah. Mendy.
Yeah. Joe just threw a spanner in the works. One player we forgot, and I don't know how we forgot. Maybe because he's so little. But Napoli's Mendy.
Yeah, that's tricky, though, because who are you going to take out?
Well, let's have a look.
Do you think Ricardo will make the squad? Or
No.
do you think they'll keep him for the FA Cup?
I think we're being optimistic. I think he's FA Cup. Him and Under will be FA Cup. I think You are right. Who said that in the chat? Who was
Joe
it?
Hunter.
Joe. I think Joe's spot on. I think Mendy makes the bench.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see Ricardo.
No, I think that's it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think in the chat? Are we on to something?
That's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, I'm going with that. I can't see anything else, especially if Newcastle line up with that 5-4-1 that they did. I think that's the team. Personally, there's plenty there. There's plenty there to unlock Newcastle at the back.
No, I don't think Amati will go in front of Fofana.
Amati for no, I don't think so. Unless, of course, he's injured because he got pulled out. Kalichi at the 10 role at the number 10. Nah, surely not. It was fucking awful.
Under for Chowdhury, but guys, you don't understand, right? We think Under's potentially just came back from an injury, so.
Lee, what do you think about selling Gray before his I don't think no one will buy him now because his contract's so he'll be a free agent. What's the point wasting money when he'll be
you
a
won't
free
get
agent?
that much for him anyway. Let's be honest.
Nah, couple of mil, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Probably not even that. If it's a championship team,
well, yeah,
you'll be lucky.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. Me and Winksy there with you guys in the chat. I think the formation will be a 4-1-4-1 almost. Get your chats in before we shoot. I can't see how we can change anything else. There is the bench. We'll see how close we get to on the day. But I think that looks the dog's bollocks, to be honest.
I've got one question for you before we end it.
Yeah.
Someone's just said it in the chat. I remember Diabate, and apparently he was going to be really good. What's happened to him?
That was Claude Puel's baby. It was his golden boy, wasn't it, Diabate?
Yeah, but I remember him coming on and he was actually looked quite good.
He looked good, but I don't think he's at Leicester anymore. He might still be under contract. I think. No, I don't think he is. We put him on loan to something like, is it Sivasspor? And then he's gone to he's gone. Yeah, we did get rid of him. He's gone to Trabzonspor. It's a Turkish club. So he's gone to a Turkish league. So he's gone.
All right.
He's 25 now. When he signed for Leicester in 2018, he was age of 22, nearly 23 when he signed. Made 15 appearances for the club, got no goals, and it just didn't work out for him. It was Claude Puel's pet because I think he was under Claude Puel at a former club. So, yeah, that's it.
Right, that's it then.
Yeah, right. Cheers for coming in, Winksy. Smash a like if you're new to the channel, if you're not, and hit the subscribe button if you're not. If you're watching this on replay, hopefully we get this right. Who knows? we've got. I think we've got a couple right so far, but we were way off last week. But hey, you can't get them all right. But this one, I think, is about going to be spot on, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll do a predictions maybe for the game during the watch long at the start of the of that. So that's going to be live. What time is the kickoff? I think it's 2:15 on Sunday. Yes, it is. So we'll be live about 10 to 2 on Sunday, Sunday the 3rd for Newcastle versus Leicester. We'll see you there. Take care, guys.